McGuigan versus Kinahan. A reminder about loyalty in boxing. Let's talk about this.
Push the weight in no flex. Flex the live is one in the six. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. All right. There's been a lot of conversation about what's going on with Conor Ben and Eddie Hearn, and some people are having a pity party for Eddie Hearn. But Eddie Hearn, in his response, he said pretty much, "I forgot what this business is." See, he actually thought that him and Conor Ben were friends, and to a degree they may be, but this is business, never personal. And the reason why I have these two guys on my screen is I'm just going to I'm going to reiterate a story that actually happened. If you follow my channel, you know who Daniel Kinahan is. That's the man on the right. If you follow boxing, you know who Barry McGuigan is. All right. I don't have time to get into the specifics about Barry McGuigan. If you watch boxing, you know who Barry McGuigan is. He's a legend in the sport. He was also a promoter for a time, and he had a company called Cyclone, I believe. Forgive me, y'all could look that up. I might be wrong. I think it was called Cyclone. And when we found out who Daniel Kinahan was, because we didn't know here in the States, and salute to our friends across the pond, guys like Art Hostage. When I heard the name, and we also developed a relationship with Bomb Squad, Deontay Wilder, and people in the camp. And when we found out who Daniel Kinahan was and what was he involved in, it opened up a can of worms, because everything that we heard upon research, it was absolutely true. And I really don't want to get into the specifics behind the Wilder situation, because you know, if you don't watch my channel, then you're absent on it. But just give it some time. What I want to talk about is this term loyalty. The reason why I have these two men side by side is in order to be successful in the business of boxing, you have to have money. Now, Barry McGuigan, I don't know what his finances look like, but he has a name, especially across the pond. He's a big name, and he had a company, and he had some fighters. And long story short, Daniel Kinahan came through with a ton of money, and he just started farming and taking fighters, from what I was told, fighters from Barry McGuigan. There was a lot of hustle and muscle involved, because Daniel Kinahan is a cartel leader. He's still at large, $5 million bounty on his head. If anyone in America sees this guy, the authorities know it's $5 million worth. And he's a gangster. He's for real. Daniel Kinahan is the real deal. And he just muscled Barry McGuigan and took his fighters. One of the fighters that he took, y'all might know, his name is Carl Frampton. Now, Carl Frampton has his own side of the story. You know, word on the curb is that Cyclone financially wasn't doing too well. They might have had problems paying people. They might have had problems, not so much paying people, but I heard that they were, I didn't research this, but I heard that they had a problem booking dates, getting dates for their fighters. So it was a struggle. Daniel Kinahan comes along with a lot of money and saying, why do that when you can come over here? I can pay you straight up. I'm starting this thing called MTK Global. And, you know, we already got Tyson Fury, my good buddy Tyson Fury, and Mark Price. I mean, I said Mark Price. The other guy, Price. I said Mark Price. That guy played point guard in the NBA, excuse me. Price, the tall guy that didn't really amount to nothing. When he was, you know, around, and he was a bit of a name, and Daniel Kinahan had the finances to lure fighters away from Barry McGuigan. Some say it was muscle, come with me or else. Barry, stay in your place. Some say it was that. Others say no, it was just money. So it depends on who you talk to. But my question to you is, A, do you feel bad for Barry? allegedly not having his finances in order and not being able to get dates for his fighters? Are you mad at Barry for that? Are you mad at the fighters for not remaining loyal and staying the course? Are you mad at Daniel Kinahan for having the income to pay these people? Now, my thing is this. If I'm having a problem getting dates booked and Team Kinahan comes to me and says, we got all this money for you, but then I know that this guy is involved in something illegal, I'm not going over there. But I'll tell you what, if somebody somewhere else that was clean, and you know boxing is dirty, but not on the Daniel Kinahan was dirty. That's a whole other thing. But I'm telling you right now, I'd rather be clean than running around with Daniel Kinahan. But if somebody else came with clean money, I got to do what's best for me and my family. I could have all the love for Barry McGuigan in the world, but I got to go eat. Are y'all really mad at Conor Ben? Do you really feel sorry for Eddie Hearn? These guys been doing this for years. Promoters, they throw money at a fighter. These fighters are jumping ship all the time. This has been going on for years. I'm not sure what Eddie Hearn is crying about. I find it comical. And it's a bit of instant karma. Well, not so instant, but just to give you an example of what I'm talking about here. This was a short with Carl Frampton in it. Let me just play this for you.
After you left, Barry, you signed up with a company called MTK.
MTK, yeah.
Now, MTK was founded by Kinahan,
Yeah,
the drug dealer.
yeah.
Did you know that?
I knew it was founded. Who it was founded by? Yeah.
You hear that? He knew it was founded by. Wow.
Why did you join them?
Well, at the stage,
That was a risky thing to do, wasn't it?
Well, I don't think it was. MTK at that time were probably the biggest. I mean, they were involved with every promoter on the planet. Top Rank, Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, Frank Warren. They had some of the big fighters like Fury on their books.
You see that? Excuse me. You see that? You hear that? He dropped names, the companies, the fighters. You see that? Now, again, me personally, I'm not running with anybody that got a bullseye on their head. But you heard it right there. The man said he knew. He said he knew. Now, I'm sure he could say that it's deeper than that. The reasons why he left Barry McGuigan. Okay, I get it, man. But damn, bro. But that's really not the conversation. The conversation is about loyalty. If the person you with is helping you eat, but it's a slow process, that's fine. But someone else start flashing that cash, you're like, man, I got to straighten out my situation. This is still business. It's not personal, right? I have endless examples of this. All of you active squad people, do y'all know what Shakur did to his former good friend, Jamel Herring? You know what he did? Well, I ain't going to tell you. Look it up. He's exercising that term. It's just business all the time. It's just business, right? Listen, man, don't shed no tears over Eddie Hearn. He knows what this is. He admits he made a mistake. He thought him and Conor were cooler than that. Hundreds of thousands of dollars he said he loaned him or gave him. He didn't ask him for it back. You ate a bunch of eggs, popped dirty, couldn't fight in your own country. He brought you to Florida, in my country, way down south below the Mason-Dixon line. You fighting over here. You get your license back. You fight your family rival in 2 fights. And here come Turkey Al-Sheikh with a bigger bag. And you can't even give Eddie Hearn a phone call? Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Loyalty? There isn't any in business. Don't cry, dry your eye. I ain't gonna long wind y'all. Just understand it's never personal. Bronx on deck.